Hey everybody, that's not here. Hello, hello. Joking. How's everyone going tonight? I started early because I am exhausted today. I've done absolutely fuck all, but I'm tired. But for those who don't know, happy anniversary to me. I have officially had my YouTube channel now for 2 years. So that's pretty impressive. Tonight, providing everything goes well, we're going to just talk about highlights, what people have found entertaining or what they would like to see. Obviously, you'd like to see more of crime. I get that. But what else you'd like to see more of on my channel? Because 2 years is a long time to be able to be committed to something. And hey, Matt, how you doing, sweetheart? You're the first person in here. But like I said, I just want to be able to get input from people to see what their highlights have been over the last 2 years. And I'm absolutely in shock that I have lasted 2 years and I haven't been striked once. That's not an open invitation for the haters in the back to actually strike me. But no, I'm actually quite impressed that I've actually been able to keep my channel active, keep giving people a place to come where they can be completely relaxed and completely themselves and stuff. But I do want to. I don't know how much of that was heard because my phone decides to go a little bit spastic. But yeah, it's been 2 years since I've had my channel, guys. And I want to thank or I could thank each and every subscriber, but there's over 500 of you, and I don't know who all of you are. So I just like to send out a group thank you to every single person who has offered me love, support, whether it's on my channel, being on my panel, or just being there for me to talk to, or helping me through PayPal, or anything of the above. You know what I mean? Like, I am so thankful to every single person who has donated. I'm not going to ever be able to say thank you enough to those people. Again, I'll keep their donation amount and them themselves confidential. I don't feel comfortable disposing. I don't feel comfortable revealing that kind of information about people because I don't want those people to be targeted if they go into other chats where they've been disrespected and then they say, oh, well, hey, this person donates to a little channel like, Tammie's. Well, maybe if we're nice to him or her, we'll get a bigger donation. That's why I don't do it. For those who don't know, and this is going to make me sound bad, I've also created, after a long time trying to figure out how to, I have finally figured out how to create an Amazon wish list. Now, I'm not expecting miracles at all. I'm not expecting anything to come of it, but you never know. It could happen. So please feel free to take a look at it. The link to my Amazon wish list is, as far as I'm aware, it is in my description and also my PayPal. Now, don't feel obligated to do one or the other or even either. Please do not feel obligated. It's just the Amazon wish list was something that I will continue to have there until such time that I think it's just a moot point, if that makes sense. So please feel free to scope it out. If there is something that you do, however, see on Amazon that you think I might like, please feel free to email me. My personal email is in the description, not in the description, sorry, but in the about part of my channel. So please feel free to click on that and send me an email saying I couldn't see anything, well, I couldn't afford or whatever to see anything in your actual Amazon wish list, but linked down below is something that I thought you might actually like, and send me the link to it. And if you feel comfortable with it, I will add it to my wish list and then email you back so then you can purchase it that way. Because I'm sorry if I sound bad saying this, I will not give out my address to anybody, no matter who you are. Well, I take that back, actually. I will give my address to only very few people. Because at the end of the day, this is my safe place, and all I know you guys is a picture on your profile or the fact that you have been on my panel. That's as far as I know any of you, and or talk to through email. So I hope you can understand there is only a selected few people who do in fact have my home address. Most of those people live overseas and far away, and all that kind of shit. So that's why they have it, because I don't think they're just going to hop on a plane and start stalking me. Not saying the people in Australia are going to do that, but just know that if you do see something on Amazon that you think I would like, send me the link. I'll add it to my wish list, and then I'll email you back and saying it's added. And please don't think you are obligated to do it, but just know that any donation, any wish list purchases will be much appreciated, because, yeah, it just will be. And also, the thing as well is that it's also coming up to my birthday. So between now and most probably Christmas, depending on which one, well, depending if it fills up between now and then, but if not, then I'll keep it into the new year. But my Amazon wish list will be up there along with my PayPal till further notice. But like I said, please don't feel obligated to do anything. Hey, Elizabeth, welcome. I'm glad you're here, honey. But like I said, please do not feel obligated to do either the PayPal or the Amazon wish list. There's no you have to do one or the other. There's none of that shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to sad fish for it. I'm just saying that it is nearly my birthday, as well as my Amazon wish list will stay up there till further notice. But until such time, let's talk about whatever and whoever. Well, maybe not whoever. But no, I just want to extend also a huge, I want to send out a huge thank you to Matt, to say thank you for all the support you've given me since I've had my own channel. Your support has never wavered one way or the other. You have been a loyal friend and supporter of my channel. You have given me the courage to be able to speak my mind a little bit more freely, because when shit hit the fan a while back, I was worried that you were going to think I was a bitch, but instead you sent me an email encouraging me to actually speak my mind. And so knowing that I have that from Matt and countless other people who have a higher stand in the community, so to speak, because I'm an unemployed pensioner, not afraid to say it. But here's the thing, though: every time that I have someone praise me for something I'm doing, who is a teacher, a doctor, not that I get anything from doctors, but anything from anybody who has a better stint in the community of their world and stuff than I do, because in some parts of the world, if you're unemployed, you're looked at as though you're excuse me, you're looked at as though you're lazy. And in my case, that's not the case at all. It's the fact that I couldn't work for a long period of time due to personal things that were going on in my life, that I could not work. And because there is such a huge gap in between me learning a trade and actually getting a job, it's too much of a gap to try and explain, even though I have a very good reason why I haven't been working. And as of late, there's more reasons behind it. My bad eyesight, my hands, my everything, bad back, all that sort of shit. I have very valid reasons as to why I have not why I have not gained employment. But there are people out there who think that makes me lazy. It doesn't make me lazy. It just makes me realize the fact that I would rather know, and this is going to make me sound so fucking bad, but it's worth it. I rather sit back and know that someone out there who generally could give 110% to a job than my, say, 50% and they fall behind, and then I rather someone who has the qualifications, not the bad eyes, not the bad hands, not the bad back, and all that sort of shit. I rather them get a position in an organisation where they can go further. Whereas I'm 40 years old now, nearly 41, guys, and I'll retire in 10 years and just think. Whereas they can hire someone who's in their 20s, not only pay them a bit less, but also that person could be being the age of 20, they could be with the business for, say, 30, 40 years or something. So that's why also. And plus, I wouldn't be able to focus. I can't focus on many things. That's, like, look at me, man. I kicked myself out of my own bloody channel. But anyway, enough about that. I also want to extend a huge, huge, huge thank you to Elizabeth Anderson. She has been with me since I started on my channel, but she was also my very first guest when I used to go Facebook Live. And then I switched over to YouTube, which was great. But the thing is, though, is that she has stood by me through that transition from Facebook to YouTube. She's there for me when I need someone to talk to. She's there when anyone who knows her knows that she goes through her own turmoil, but she puts that to one side to help you. And that is something that is very, 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 very rare to see and very, very, very rare to find. She is clearly one of my best friends. She is the most amazing person that if you ever, ever get the chance to talk to her, you've got a friend for life. She might ring you at weird times, but she does that because she cares. She doesn't do that because she wants to piss you off or whatever. She does that because she cares. She has taught me so much in the 3 years that I've known her. She has taught me a lot. And excuse me, I'll be forever thankful for all the lessons that she has taught me. And yeah, she is an incredible person. And even though she lives all the way over the other side of the world and then some, I would like to honestly say that I'm very lucky to know her. We talk. Sorry about that. We talk almost daily, and we still have something. Like, we can talk about absolutely anything, Elizabeth and I. And we find it the fact that we can talk about anything. That's what I absolutely love about my friendship with her, is the fact that excuse me, there are things that I have told her that I wouldn't tell many other people or anyone else, and she just embraced me, not physically but spiritually. She embraced me and just says, I'm not one to judge. So for that, I'll forever love her for it. She's an incredible person, and like I said, if any of you out there ever get the privilege to know Elizabeth Anderson, you're very lucky. So whoopsies, what have I done? I've highlighted something I didn't need to highlight. I'm sorry about that. Gypsy, hello. I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. Sorry, sweetheart. Welcome to my chat. Thank you. You spelt my name wrong. It's with an IE. Brussels sprout. It's all right. I know you mean me, so it's all good. But no, yeah. So yeah, 2 years. Have an Amazon wish list. Have my PayPal. Please feel free to explore. There's nothing really to explore when it comes to PayPal, but please feel free to explore my Amazon wish list, ladies and gentlemen. If you do see something, please, and you can. Okay, this is the best way to put it. Do not. I can't stress this enough. Do not, under any circumstances, purchase something on my Amazon wish list, okay, if you have debt, if you have to go to your doctors before you get paid next, do not go onto my Amazon wish list. Do not purchase something and then realize, shit, one of my kids has a school excursion. One of my grandkids has a school excursion. I have to pay for something. My Amazon wish list is there just for the fact that, it is my 2 year and it is coming up to my 41st birthday. It makes me feel so fucking old. And I've put a variety of things on there. Put it this way. There are some things on there that I can be totally honest with all of you that I can, like the I'm not sure who's checked them out, but the earbuds, the light purple ones. Okay, not the ones that go over your head, but the ones that go in your ear. I have actually found them cheaper on eBay. Okay, I don't know if it's the same brand or what have you, but just know I have found them for $30 on eBay. And unfortunately, to my knowledge, eBay doesn't have a wish list. So I had, and I really, really would like them so I could listen to things as I go off to sleep, when I go for my walks, which I'm going to start doing in after my birthday and stuff. I want to be able to do things like that. And I really want to be able to enjoy that kind of like, listening to music or something as I'm exercising outside or what have you. I'd rather know that I've got them. But like I said, there are a few things that I've seen on the Amazon wish list that I have seen cheaper on eBay. So just know that if you do see something on there and you yourself find it cheaper on eBay, please remember that I do live in Australia. So there could be a currency difference. And also, if you do see it cheaper, by all means, or if you see something and go, oh, I really want to get you this, but I can't afford it, I will then make it my mission to go on to eBay, find it cheaper, and say, okay, well, I found it for $10, $15 cheaper on eBay. Would you feel comfortable putting the money into my PayPal, and then I will purchase it from I'll purchase it from eBay. You know what I mean? So there is a way we can work around if you don't want to spend as much as their things. But just so you girls know, and men, ladies and gentlemen, there is a dragonfly bag on my Amazon wish list. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, now that I absolutely love it. Okay, that is one of the few things on there that I absolutely love. So if there's anything, if anyone's going to ask, what we'll put it to you this way: the things I want on them more than anything, obviously, will be the pillows, the doona cover, the sheet set, and the purple dragonfly bag. Obviously, if I could get anybody to purchase me anything or all the things on there, and I mean people as in everybody, then that'd be absolutely incredible. There would be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That would be amazing. But I'm not counting on it because every time I count on something, it fucks up. So like I said, the Amazon wish list is linked below in the chat. In the description. If any of my mods can just occasionally drop that link in here, that would be fantastic. But yeah. And thank you, Gypsy, for the congratulations. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that you're here from New Zealand. Sorry, that was a bit offensive. I do apologise for that. But like I said, just know that whatever money is made today through my PayPal, I will be going to go and purchase myself a few luxury things. Or depending on how much I make, as a way of congratulating myself, I'll order myself something for dinner after I finish the live, providing I finish at a decent hour. But if not, I'll just go whip up something in the kitchen. But no, for those who know me, I have been suffering from carpal tunnel for the last few years, and I know you're all getting sick and tired of hearing about it, but I have news that might actually excite some of you. Elizabeth already knows this because, as I said previously, I talk to her quite often, like pretty much daily. My cooking mojo has actually come back. So I've actually started to cook things again. The other day, I didn't have the energy to actually, like, proper energy wise, not hand structure thing, but I couldn't actually get the slow cooker down from on top of my fridge without feeling like it was going to fucking drop and break. But long story short of things, what I'm getting at is that I tried to cook this butter chicken recipe I found on TikTok. Yes, I am on TikTok, but don't follow me because I have nothing on my page on there. I'm mainly getting enough on there so I can battle people and probably maybe make some money on there. So see how we go. But what I'm saying is the fact this woman, she cooked it for, get this, on low heat for over fucking 6 hours, right? So I did the same thing, but on stovetop. Now I did that. That was fine. Everything was looking great. I woke up the next morning, right? And mind you, I used my last bit of chicken, my not sour cream, sorry, my Greek yogurt, as they say in America, yogurt, um, and my what do you call it? My cream. And I was really ecstatic about it because before I went to bed, it was a nice, vibrant orange. I woke up in the morning and it looked like, I don't know, it looked like the insides of a rotten pumpkin. And I didn't adjust the heat at all. It was on low. And I was so pissed off because, like I said, that was my last bit of chicken. That was I bought the sour, fuck, I keep saying sour cream. It's not sour cream. I used my last bit of cream and Greek yogurt. I watched too many American cooking shows, guys, so sorry. But no, and then I was like, okay, and then you had to buy like the crushed tomatoes or diced tomatoes. Couldn't find them. Where the fuck I put them? And then it's like about 3 or 4 tablespoons of or whatever heat consistency you want. You put a few tablespoons of butter chicken paste that you can buy from some shops here in Australia, like Coles, Woolworths, Drake's, all that sort of shit. Foodland, you know what I mean? So I did that. Like I said, before I went to bed, there was enough liquid in there. Everything looked fantastic, nice and vibrant. And like I said, woke up early the next morning, went to the pot, and it was just like the inside of a gone off pumpkin. It was. Sorry, I had myself muted. Can someone in chat tell me what the last thing was that you guys heard me say? Because that's embarrassing. Uh, how long was I muted for, guys? Anyway, moving on. Like I said, I just want people to enjoy themselves here tonight. If anyone wants to come up and join me on panel, please feel free to let me know and I shall drop the link. But all I ask for when you are on panel tonight, and going forward, is that you don't come across as a bitch, you don't come across as an asshole. You treat people in chat and people on panel with the respect you would as if they were on your channel as well. Now, how you choose to operate your channel, that's up to you. But on my channel, going forward, if I hear you being disrespectful to someone else on panel, I personally will either mute you or, depending on the severity of how you've been, I will remove you from my panel. I know how to do that now. I didn't learn this trade until a couple of days back when I was mucking around and stuff like that. I had to learn how to do it all. Sometimes YouTube or StreamYard will drop people without me even knowing. And if that has happened to you, please do not take it as that I've dropped you myself. I personally don't see the point in doing that. I don't see the point in that at all. But if you piss me off going forward as of today, because it is the 2-year anniversary, if you do something that I think is disrespectful to my chat or disrespectful to someone else on panel, please note, and I'm prepared to take the repercussions. Please note, you will either be muted by me or you'll be booted off my channel. And you will be not welcome back on my panel for about a month. It's as simple as that, because at the end of the day, there are people that do think because they come up on panel that they have the right of way to treat people like shit. Well, I'm sorry, not on my watch. Okay, who's in here still? It's all good, Gypsy. I'm trying to read what everybody is watching. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, Gypsy, that's very sweet of you. Thank you. It's okay, Gypsy. It's all good. And thank you so much. Hearing that I'm awesome. That is actually really quite sweet to hear that. Thank you. I feel old. Excuse me. But like I said, like I absolutely am petrified that people are going to think I'm greedy for having my PayPal and my Amazon wish list there. People are like, why don't you just have one or the other? I said, because I want people to know they have options: PayPal, Amazon wish list, or nada. You know what I mean? I don't want people feeling as though that they're obligated to do certain things. So, but like I said, please feel free to explore it, and but don't do it. Don't go purchasing things if it's going to put you in debt. All right, because that's the last thing I want is for someone to purchase something off there and then find out that they've got a bill due or something like that. I'm not like one of those other creators who thinks that it's okay to just, basically sad fish for donations into my PayPal, my Amazon, or my fucking Cash App or some shit. It's not that way at all. It's basically like do it if you want to and you can. You know what I mean? Don't do it if you think that you're going to be left short. And I'm begging you all on that. But all of you, please take a moment to have a look at it. Not now. Or you can now, if you do two things at once on your phone or on your tablet or wherever you are. Please feel free to have a look at it and see if there's things on there that you think, like people go to me, are you sure? I'm like, well, put it this way. There are days where I think of things and I just add them for fun. And if they get purchased, then they get purchased and it's a bonus for me. But I try my hardest not to add things unless it's something that I could potentially use. You know what I mean? Like there's kitchen utensils on there. I have some already, but they are shit because they're like a hard plastic and they are crap. Whereas these ones that are on my Amazon wish list, they have a wooden handle, so they're not likely to melt, which is awesome. And they have then, like I said, wooden spoon, and then the silicon base, the part that actually like the spaghetti thing and the spatula or whatever else there is, it actually works. And plus, also with my cookware that I have, it doesn't scratch the surfaces. So, and if anyone out there is exploring for a new cookware set, I'm not sponsored at all by this, but I definitely recommend. I think it's Green Life Cookware. I definitely recommend those guys because they are fucking awesome. Like I said, I had my butter chicken on low heat for over 6 hours and there was no sticking at all. And it is absolute. They are that cookware set. I got that purple one I wanted to get. I ended up getting that on as much as I begged and pleaded Afterpay. They allowed me to do it through eBay, and I was able to pick up a set quite cheap, and I've never looked back. I used the big blue cookware set my brother got me a couple of years ago, which is the stoneware or stone something, and he got me those, and I use those now when I'm actually cooking up in a bigger bulk quantity. So it's all good in the hood with that, and like I'm a very spoilt person when it comes to certain things, and my brother, now that he's working, he spoils me fucking rotten. So I thank my brother for that. And he's now a duty manager where he's working, and I'm so proud of him. What's this? Sorry, Elizabeth, hang on. Um, I ain't fucking young, guys. Stop saying I'm young because I don't feel young. Okay, yesterday, as we all know, was well, it still might be where you are in your neck of the woods, and if it is, happy Mother's Day. Love to all the mothers out there. Mwah! Love you all. Well, unless you're a horrible mother and you hurt your child, then you can fuck off. But no, I went out for lunch yesterday, and my older brother, who I had not seen in roughly about 3 or 4 years, and what do you call it? We were sitting down, laughing and joking. My mum, my brother, and myself, and my older brother were all joking around. It was great. And then I wanted to have a bit of a breather, so I went outside to have a cigarette because I needed a breather that badly. Anyway, so what happened is I was out there and I was talking to my older brother, and then just out of nowhere, I'm not going to say the reason for it or anything because I don't know the actual reason, but out of nowhere, we're talking about my dad. And then out of nowhere, my hearing became muffled. I couldn't hear. I couldn't, well, my eyes are pretty bad anyway, but everything became really, really blurry. And I started getting tingling down both of my arms, pins and needles in both hands, and I started sweating profusely. And I said to my older brother, "said I need to sit down." But the wall that I stood near was really cold, so that helped me a bit. But as I was standing there, I slid down the wall and I found myself sitting on the ground. And he goes, "You're all right." And I'm like, yeah. Just go get Andy because Andy, for some reason, he is a very talented person on how to calm me down. And whatever mood I'm in, he manages to reduce the stress. Anyway, so what happened is my older brother, I'm not going to mention his name, oh, fucking, I did before, Damien. And what happened is he started walking off and then he turned around quickly and he goes, "Nah, fuck that. I'm not leaving you here while you're like this." And my older brother is nearly 50, guys. Okay. He's not quite there, but he nearly is. Anyway, so what happened is he sat down and goes, "This isn't good for my knee." And I'm like, "It's okay. Just go get Andy." And he goes, "No, I'm not leaving you like this." And I could just make out what he goes, and that's how he sounded. It was fucking scary as shit, Like I can't recall, well, I can actually, but yeah, it was pretty fucking scary. So anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm trying to focus on my breathing, but as I'm focusing on my breathing, I'm putting both of my hands because I was, as you know, as I just said, I was sitting on the ground and I had both my hands on my boot because I knew that the boot was there. Everything else didn't seem like it was there. It was just my boot there, and I could see it, and I had both my hands on there. And in the meantime, my hands are shaking, pins and needles running up and down both my fucking arms, sweat dripping off me, and I'm finding it hard to breathe. Now, when I was, and I said, he goes, "How often does this happen?" And I said, "Believe it or not, it does happen often. Like it's happened when I've been at my local shopping centre. It's happened when I've been in the shower. And every time I say that to people, I apologise for the image. But hey, if your mind goes there, that's awesome. Enjoy the view because that's all you're going to get of my nakedness. Or the imagination view. But the thing is, though, it was really, really scary because if you guys remember, there was a time when I was at the shops with my brother and we're joking around and laughing and stuff. And then when we're sitting out the side of the shopping centre, we're waiting for our DD to go home. And then out of nowhere, I just started like my hands started shaking again, pins and needles up and down my arms, and fucking sweating and stuff. And I was just, it was fucked, And my brother, younger brother, he goes, "Just breathe." And I could only hear, I could understand that it meant breathe because I've actually had my hand covered when I've used to say breathe quite often, so I can remember what it sounded like. But he's like, "Relax, breathe in, breathe out," and all that sort of shit. And even though at the time it was pissing me off because I couldn't quite understand the first word he was saying, which was relax. I got to keep in mind because everyone sounded muffled, and it was very, very, very fucking scary. And then after about what felt like fucking hours. It was only like about 10 minutes, but I know that I lost my my appetite because I ordered like a nice schnitzel and all that sort of shit for my lunch and all that kind of crap. Because hey, it was Mother's Day, and I couldn't eat it. I actually had to get my brother to put it in a takeaway container because I couldn't actually bring myself to eat what was in front of me because I felt like if I was to eat anything, I'd be sick or I'd have an accident out of the other hole of my body. But then I was fine after I came to. I was all good. We went back inside and I explained it to Andy what happened, and he goes, "You really need to go to the doctors." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know too, yeah." But the thing is, though, is the fact that I don't understand. What I'd get confused about is there's only one person in my chat at this point in time who knows why it could have happened. All right, but I'm not going to reveal that on a public forum ever. But like I said, it was just like the fact that it came out of nowhere, and every single one of them come out of nowhere. Like when like I'm home, I'm in the shower again. Your vision's your vision. But the thing is, though, I was in there, I was washing my hair, and then out of nowhere, I'm fucking finding it hard to breathe, and I'm in a hot shower, but I'm shaking. You know what I mean? That was pretty fucked up. And then yeah, like I said, it was pretty fucking scary because I don't know where it came from, you know, being home or when I was at the shops with my brother. There's a few times when we could be just sitting in the food court at this particular supermarket shopping centre and we're fine, we're laughing and we're joking. And then suddenly I've got to go outside because I'm feeling really anxious and I'm feeling as though something weird's going to happen. And it's like nothing ends up happening. But I just get that anxiety go through me. And prior up until about a month or two ago, I hardly ever had trouble with anxiety. Now, whether it's a panic attack or anxiety, or as my brother might think, older brother, he think it might be because I've got too much salt in my diet, but I hardly eat anything with salt, so that might be it, might not be. It might be low blood pressure. I don't know. But the thing is, though, it is fucking scary when it happens. That you could be standing there 1 minute and then suddenly you're just frozen in place for what feels like an eternity. But then you find yourself starting to sway a bit. It is a very, very, very scary experience to have to endure. And I'm just glad that my older brother and my younger brother are able to be there for me when it happens. So, but yeah, when it happens, I just got to look at it. I just see it as that, you know, I try and just focus on my breathing, try and find a time in my life when I was happy because I wanted to be happy. Now, I'm like that when I talk to Elizabeth. I'm happy because I'm actually happy. And there's times I'm tired because I'm generally tired. But the thing is, though, it's very, very, very hard to when you're in an anxiety mood or having an anxiety attack or panic attack. Now, this is where it's hard for me. What I could potentially see as that in my gut, it's telling me it's a good memory. Like the time when I did my birthday special when I was trying to raise funds for a laptop, but I needed glasses because my eyes were on the fuck up mode. But the thing is, though, or when I look at my screen and I see that someone's donated to my PayPal or some shit like that, it sounds stupid, but I look at that and I'm happy because I'm like, woohoo! I can order lunch in tomorrow. I can order dinner as I'm on here. This is awesome. Excellent. Yes. Right? All that sort of shit. But at the end of the day, what your gut is telling you might not be what your mind considers a good, like a good memory. You know, or your heart is telling you, hey, that's not a good memory. That's just a drop in the ocean. But you got to remember, if you drop a rock in the ocean, this goes out for anybody who is feeling down and out. All right. Now, this is going to be very, very crude. So, trigger alerts to the max here. All right. You think by dropping a rock or a pebble or whatever, a stone or whatever, into a river or an ocean or whatever. It makes no difference once the rippling disappears. But you got to remember what goes on underneath when you drop that rock, stone, pebble, whatever, into a pool of water. To the surface, it looks, once the rippling has stopped, the surface looks the same as it was before you dropped the rock. But the same that goes on with mental health, guys, what goes on underneath the surface is what is really, really important. You know, like, I'll be honest with all of you, like, I struggle every fucking day. There's not a single day where I don't wake up and just go, ugh, and want to go back to sleep. There's not a single day of my life that I have not endured that kind of thought, or thought about that at least once. Now, the thing is, though, is because on the surface, like right now, you might all think, apart from me coughing like an idiot at times, you all might think that, oh, but Tammie's fine. I'm here to tell you all, here and now, and only this live will reveal it. I'm not okay. And just remember, every single person out there, it's okay to not be okay. All right? It's okay to show an ounce of weakness when you're needing help. There's no shame in needing help when the person you're talking to is also in a crisis. It's okay to turn off what they're going through and have them focusing on you. That is okay. You know, don't ever feel as though the fact that you have to stay quiet because of your friend is going through something as well. Do not feel like that. Feel like you can speak up and go, okay, today I really, really need your support. Can we please put a pin in your problems for just one day and focus on how I'm feeling? Because it's getting hard to help you when we're going around and around in circles all the time. I would actually like to get off that roundabout just for one day and take the first exit, you know what I mean? Or the second or the third. And actually try and can you just try and be there for me for one day? Out of the 7 days a week we talk 6 days about you. Can we just have one day where we focus on what I need support with? And sometimes people don't actually need you to be there talking and saying, this is what you should do, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. Like, people are telling me forever that my mum, as in my birth mum, who I absolutely love to bits, all right, yesterday proved that we've actually hit a pass in our lives where she doesn't need an audience to be a bitch to me because of the fact that she was nice to me throughout all yesterday. It was great. She kept on talking to me when I said I had an anxiety attack outside. She kept on leaning over to me throughout the day after she found that out. She goes, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. I just need a cold glass of water. I didn't get all the way through it because the bitch waitress took it away when I was halfway through it. I'm like, thanks, love. But no, it was really weird. And normally, if my mum has an audience of one or more people, she's mean to me at times. But this time, no. So that was cool. But what I'm saying is that I can, if anyone was to say to me, Tammie, how are you really? I would say, I feel like I'm failing. And I know that sounds bad. And I'm not saying this to put guilt on anybody. Okay. I feel like I'm failing because there are people out there who, and it's not jealousy, so please don't think that at all. It might be a bit of jealousy, actually. I don't know. But the reason I feel like I'm failing is because no matter what content I put out there on my channel, none of you seem to give a shit. The reason I say that is because there are drama channels out there that have so much drama that their channel should be rated D for drama. And yet they have people going into their chats and handing over $100 here, $50 there, $20 there, $40 there, whatever the situation may be. All right. Now, I tried for the last few lives to put out crime content of how I feel about the justice system and all that sort of shit, and it got me nothing. I'm putting out stuff about my personal health battles and I'm getting nothing. I'm putting out content people advise me to put out and I get nothing. Now, I'm not saying I expect people to fork over their hard earned money at all. I don't expect that. But what I do expect is a little bit of gratitude when I do try and give you guys what you want. All right. I do appreciate that, because by invoking when you go into drama channels and you pay the channel creator $100, right? And then turn around a couple of weeks later and go, oh, I'm so sick of the drama. Just remember, though, you might be sick of the drama, but remember that time when you handed $100 over to that channel creator, you initiated to that person that here's $100 of support of your drama, your criticism, your put downs, your insults, whatever, against another creator. You paid that person $100, that one live, that could potentially pay for 2 months of them to do StreamYard, potentially. So technically, you have paid them to gossip and bitch about whoever the fuck they want for the next 2 months by giving them that $100. I have basic StreamYard because I don't make enough money on PayPal to fund full StreamYard. Okay? So I'm not saying that to sound like I'm being a total bitch here or anything like that, but I am just so sick and tired of the fact that people out there. Hey, Nikki Rex. How you doing, sweetheart? Sorry. I'm just sick and tired of people telling me what they want to hear on my channel. And then the moment I put it out there, there's no feedback at the end of any of it because they're busy in the drama channels and the people that repeat the same shit over and over and over and over again. Now, if I talk about something and I mention something that I saw on another channel, I mention the channel's name. I get one of my mods, or one of my mods will drop the link into that chat, into my chat, and contribute that. But the thing is, though, is that I try and stay away from drama on YouTube. YouTube means nothing to me. Okay, I don't see the point in it. If I want to see drama, I will turn on the TV and I will watch drama. You know what I mean? I won't be there fucking criticizing people and putting people down for their content or anything like that. I'm going to be looking into a few. Don't worry, Nikki Rex. See, this is what I mean. I get suggestions like this. And I'm happy to do that. And I'm happy to take that on board. All right. I'm more than happy to start looking for South Aussie crime. I'm more than happy to do that. But then the moment I start talking about it, nobody comes in. You know what I mean? So it's very, very difficult to give you guys what you want at times. But like I said, enough about that. Now, I am going to do what I usually do. Give me 1 sec, guys. If there is anyone who does want to join me, please feel free to. But again, the same with my Amazon wish list, the same with my PayPal. Do not feel obligated under any circumstances. But if you would like to come up here on my panel and tell me what is one of your major highlights in the last 2 years since having my channel, or you want to say something to me about anything, then that's fine. Please click the link. But all I ask for is that you be respectful to the people in chat. And if there's more than one person on panel apart from me with you, show them respect, please. That's all I ask. Because if you don't show respect, you will be either muted or you'll be taken off panel. Because I'm not having any more bitching going on my panel from anybody towards anybody. But like I said, if you can help with PayPal, please do. If you want to order something through Amazon, please feel free to check out my Amazon wish list, because it would mean a lot to me if I could walk away with today with something, But like I said, I'm not. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm not counting on it though. Like I know, like I said, I'm not. I'm not going to do any begging. I don't do that, even though people think I am. I try and put out content that people can be relaxed listening to. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to Elizabeth earlier today, and she was feeling a little bit down, and she goes, "Oh, I just can't think straight and all that sort of stuff." So I gave her a TV show to watch to try and get her mind off her own problems for a little while. I don't know if she watched any of them. I don't know. But hopefully, if she did, I hope she enjoyed them for however many she watched. Excuse me, but like I said, it's just difficult to be able to give you guys what you want when I don't get the numbers that come in to be able to enjoy it. So, Nikki, thank you so much, honey, for your idea. And I have thought about that. That's on my list of many ideas that I have. But because I'll be honest with you, I have over 500 subscribers, I never get more than, say, 12 people in here at a time. So to be able to put that kind of content out there, I need to be able to know that I'm going to be getting big numbers in those lives, because, there's no point talking about crimes that go on in my own state if there's not going to be people here to enjoy it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they will enjoy knowing someone's been murdered. I'm not saying that's enjoyment, but hopefully you know what I mean. So until I start getting bigger numbers in my chat or something starts miraculously changing with my PayPal, I'm not going to invest my time trying to put out content that I could spend fucking months researching, and then turns out A, I get nothing on PayPal, and B, nobody practically comes in. So until that changes, I can't do much. I only get 20 hours a month on StreamYard because I can't afford to pay for it. So, long story short of things, though, is the fact that that's what I need to try and start until I can get a steady income coming in with PayPal. If I start getting a steady flow of PayPal, I'll put everybody's name in the hat that comes in, and I will actually draw a name out of a hat, and I'll make sure whoever's name is drawn gets to choose a charity that I will donate half of what I make that night to a charity of their choice. I know I should donate it all, but hey, I need to live too. But that's only when I start making a steady income through PayPal. And I will do that. I will gladly tell the people, that everybody that tunes in, please make sure you have a PayPal active so then I can send you the money when and if that happens. But in honesty, PayPal donations for my channel are so far and few between that I can't commit to that at the moment. I honestly thought when I had my channel and stuff and I branched out on my own and all that sort of stuff, I honestly thought I'd be making somewhat of a steady income from it. But in all honesty, guys, I've been going now for over just under an hour, and there's been nothing. No one joining me on panel, no one PayPaling me or Amazoning me, anything like that. And I respect all of you. All I'm saying is please think about my needs as well, because I put in a lot of, it might not seem like I do, but I put a lot into my channel, and it just hurts how no matter what I seem to do, it's not enough for anybody to be able to say, huh, Tammie wants to actually be able to afford proper PayPal so she can go live more. Huh, maybe we should help her a little bit, and that would mean a lot. But like I said, like a lot of you don't want to bother with that, and I understand that. But like I said, just please think about it. Sorry, Tammie. I'm not actually sure, Matt. I might have to check that. I'm pretty sure it's Australian dollar. Yeah, it'd be Australian dollar because I created it through the Amazon Australia thing. Yeah. I hope you don't think I'm a bitch, Nikki. I've already said that, answered that, Nikki. I want my channel to be a place where people can come and chill out, relax, hear a little bit of true crime here and there, and all that sort. I want my channel to be a variety channel where we can talk true crime, we can talk health, mental health, we can talk about anything and everything, and that's what I want my channel to be about. All right. So going forward, as of today, my channel is going to be true crime discussion, true crime and discussions with Tammie. I just wish I knew how to change it to and. I put an and in there. I wish I knew. But like I said, I'm not holding my breath for it because nothing seems to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying my hardest just to give you guys what you want, and it just doesn't seem to matter how much I try. So I'm just having a really bad day today. I just feel really, really down. So I apologize, everybody, if I'm sounding like a total bitch. But I'm just feeling a little bit lost today, and I don't like to feel this way. I hate it. But I can't go see my doctor about anything because, yeah, if he gives me any meds, I can't get them till next Wednesday. So, uh, but like I said, I'm hoping when I look at things, like I said, like I'm trying my absolute fucking hardest. And it's just sometimes very difficult. Like for those who think it's easy to have a channel, no, it's not, because you have to come up with fresh, new content all the time, or if you're going to be rehashing old stuff, you need to find an exciting way to put it forward, and it's difficult because you want to be respectful of the deceased. If it's a crime you're discussing, you want to be respectful of them as well as their families and their loved ones and all that sort of stuff, because at the end of the day, you don't, when you have a channel and you go through StreamYard and you go through YouTube, I, for one, until you say something, I don't know if you're here. And that's the odds God's truth. If I go through Facebook Live, I'll be able to tell who comes in and out. That's fine. But when I go live from my phone and go through YouTube and StreamYard, I don't get told who's coming in. There was a person who came into my chat a couple of weeks ago and he goes, "Oh, you're not a nice person. You didn't say hello, and I was going to donate to your PayPal." Sure, for one, yeah, okay, if you say so. And second of all, I didn't even know you were here. So how am I supposed to be able to say hello to everyone? I could just go, "Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello," and all that sort of shit. But for me personally, when people come in and they say hello or what have you, I like to actually personally like to say hello back to them. So for example, if Matt disappeared from chat, goes, "Be right back," or BRB. All right. And he went out of my chat for a few minutes, then came back and goes, "I'm back." I'm like, "Welcome back, Matt." Or he came back in and said nothing. Right. And then Matt's like, "Oh, I'm back and no one's saying anything. That's rude." Instead of thinking it's rude, Matt then will, because Matt's a smart dude, he will then think, "Oh, no one's saying welcome back to me because I haven't announced that I'm back yet." So, and plus, like I said, I've left my panel open to all walks of life to talk about what they want to talk about. If I'm in the middle of a conversation, doesn't matter. If you're needing someone to talk to and you want an opinion, then my channel is here for you. You know what I mean? It's not a matter of what I want. It's a matter of what the chat wants, what the subscribers spend their time tuning in to listen to. I want people to feel as though that they can talk about anything on my channel. I never want people to feel. Oh, yes, I've had that. Yes, I've had a lot of people over the last couple of weeks saying, "Oh, we would like to donate to your PayPal, what's your PayPal information," and all that sort of shit. And I send it to them, and I'm just like, And I always add, but don't feel obligated and all that sort of stuff. And then I send them my PayPal and they say, oh, you're a gullible fuck, you know? And it hurts me because of the fact that when people say they're going to donate or they say, oh, hey, I'll donate to you here and let me know, can you remind me closer to the date? So you do the right thing because they've asked you to, you remind them, and then instead of being like, oh, thank you for reminding me, but I'm so sorry, I can't afford to do it this time. I thought I would have enough money left over, but I can't. They either choose to block you, ignore you, or run their mouth to other creators from other channels so you look like the fucking, as they say, one other person said this on their channel. And the thing that upsets me though is that then I come across as a beggar because when people say, I will put money in your PayPal on this date, and I'm like, but can you please remind me? You go that extra mile to not only risk upsetting them, but you, for me, well, anyone else out there who has to seem to remind people. Okay, now this is something you've got to remember though. When I take it upon me to remind you, I'm not only risking losing you as a friend because of what you've asked me to do, but I'm also risking my reputation as a beggar. I'm not a beggar. I don't beg for fucking anything. Okay. Now, the thing that I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit angry about this because Matt brought up a very good point. When people say they're going to donate to me and they need reminding because they have a lot on their mind and stuff, and I'm like, hey, if you can't do it, don't worry about it. It's all good. But they're like, no, 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 no. I want to because you have an extraordinary channel and I want to help you go forward with it. You know, help you probably afford a month of proper StreamYard where you can put up things in the background so I don't have to have this black screen all the time. You know, those sorts of things. And that's really awesome. But then when they say, oh, but can you just remind me the day before? And at times it's very difficult because their day before, if I'm in it, because I'm in Australia, some, if not a lot of them are in America, London, wherever, the time difference doesn't really help at all. So I get upset. So if I remind, so like, say for example, not saying you are Nikki, so don't take offense. If Nikki was to say to me, "Oh, can you remind me tomorrow?" That's fine, but their tomorrow is my today. You know what I mean? So it gets difficult to be able to know when I write back, "Oh, which tomorrow are you referring to? My tomorrow or your tomorrow?" They're like, "Oh, yours," and I'm like, "Well, my tomorrow is your today." So you know, so I try my hardest to work around it. And like, I have spoken to two people, well, I've spoken to a lot of people, but there are two people I thought were very dear friends to me, and they asked me to remind them. I'm not going to mention names, but they asked me to remind them of certain events. So I did. One stopped talking to me completely, and one only talks to me if I'm in the same chat as her. And it's very, very, very upsetting because I did nothing wrong. I was just doing what they both asked me to do. And this is my payback, you know? And it pisses me off because when you get used to people saying, remind me, you do the right thing. In my mind, I thought I was. It turns out it was nothing further from the truth. It was the fact that they only said that to see if I would. And like I said, one of them doesn't even talk to me anymore. And the other one only acknowledges me if we're in the same chat. And that fucking does hurt, you know? So I don't know. I'm trying my hardest to give you guys what you want. And it's very difficult when I get nothing back, so to speak. I know you're not, Nikki. It's all good, darling. It's all right, Nikki. It's all good, sweetheart. But like I said, I just get upset when I'm a very emotional person, but I try not to show those emotions on YouTube because if I do, people are going to think I'm sad fishing, and I'm not. So, excuse me. I see it as I do what I do when I can. And it's just fucking upsetting sometimes how lots of people would rather donate to those big channels who I can guarantee the host has a job. I don't. So when you donate to those big channels through PayPal, through super chats, super stickers, or memberships and all that sort of shit, just remember they might not get a lot of that money, but they get enough of it. I don't have 1,000 subscribers. I will never, ever, ever do membership or super chats or super stickers or any of that shit. I'll never do that. Because I know from personal experience, looking at how my channel is going these days, I don't even get enough people in here to justify doing that. One of my dear friends said to me, "Oh, why don't you do it? People would pay." Well, here's the thing, and like I've tried explaining to numerous people, as much as it sounds like I'm being a bitch, if people can't even put a little bit of money into my PayPal to help me get by for a bit, why should I do membership and have them and then automatically expect them to do that? Doesn't for me it doesn't make much sense. You know, if I start getting regular people in here, then by all means I'd consider it. But I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want any of it in my chat. I don't want super chats. I don't want super stickers. I don't want any of that shit. I see as if people want to give me money for doing what I'm doing, put it in my PayPal. Yes, I'm talking about PayPal again. Oh my God, sue me. I'm getting so sick of this shit. Like I said, I try my hardest to put out content I think you guys want to hear. I try and have interesting people. Oh, look at that. I'm sort of sick of it and people disappear. I just don't know anymore. I honestly don't. I don't know what you guys want from me. I don't know what you want from my channel, but I am trying my hardest. Please know that I am trying. At times, like I said, it just gets a bit difficult because of the fact that, when you try so hard and you don't succeed, you just want to give up. And it's very difficult to not. When I've been going for over an hour now and nothing. But I'm used to that. Before I forget, I would like, in the last year, I would like to be able to thank a few people that have been on my channel. I'd like to thank a sincere thank you to Scott Russell Hill. He was one of my favourite celebrities growing up. I listened to him and watched him on, like I said, a TV show, Sensing Murder. He was a guest on my channel earlier on, and he was absolutely incredible. Good guy. I hoped coming up I could have a few other people of celebrity of sorts. Excuse me. Please, everybody, send the word out that I'm live. That'd be great. Excuse me. Oh God, I'm getting sick again. I don't want to be sick. Can't afford anything to get well. But no, like I said, I'm just trying my hardest to give you guys what you want. I don't know. Oh, fucking hell. All right, is there anyone that can cover for me for just a few minutes while I go put something in the microwave for my dandans? If there's not, that's fine. There's only 6 of you in here. I dropped 2 people when I said I'm sick and tired of. But you know what? I can easily take you guys with me if I go put something in the microwave. It's all right. Oh, fuck. I hope I'm not getting sick again, guys, because when I got sick like this last time, oh my God, it was like it is in between bloody paydays. It's fucked. Oh, fuck. Matt's going to be joining me soon, guys. So that's awesome. Thank you, Matt. Because, like I said, if I could just go put something in the microwave and stuff, that'd be awesome. See, I'm a real flashy, classy girl. I can't afford takeout. So I'm going to be nuking something. It's all right, Matt. You don't have to come up if you don't want to, sweetheart. But it'd be good to have you up here just so I can, go find something for dinner. Oh, here we go. Keep forgetting what to do. I'm a nut job. Hello. Oh, he disappeared. Oh, he's back again. Oh no, this is someone else coming up. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? We've got you and Matt.
Well, hi, you two.
Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Tammie.
Hey, sweetie. How
How you
you
doing?
doing? Oh, yeah. I'm
I gotta
okay.
let you
Coughing up
know that I
for
did
long.
take your recommendation and I did watch those shows. Unfortunately, that's part of the reason why I am not doing so good right now. I need sleep. And I agree. You had that guest that you had with the psychic was fabulous.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to let you and Matt talk amongst yourselves because I need to go figure out something to eat. I
I'll
will be
come
Hey,
back.
back.
Elizabeth.
I was looking forward to you taking us to your microwave or wherever you're going.
No, 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 no. I'll let you and Matt talk and I'll be back in a minute.
She's going to powder her nose.
Oh, sure.
Hey, Elizabeth. What shows did you watch?
She had me watch this oh, now I can't think of the name of it. The where it's truth and fact. It's oh, it was that um oh gosh, how do you say it? Well, it let me
Beyond belief, fact or
beyond
fiction.
belief. Say it again, Tammie.
Beyond belief, fact or fiction.
Fact or fiction.
And
Well,
I'll be
I made
back.
it. I and then at the end of it gives these little snippets of little stories, and then at the end you decide if it's fact or fiction.
I see. So I think we've played that. I think Tammie, we've played that game on this channel before. I remember
Yes,
we had like
very
a fact.
similar.
Yeah, we had a fact or fiction game, and I think I just ended up just saying to everyone stories were baloney. So yeah, was it on TV or on the internet?
It was a TV show that was on YouTube
I
or
see.
Tubi. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Yeah.
Tammy
I
recommended
see.
it, and it kept my mind occupied.
I see. I see.
I
Uh,
wasn't very good at the very beginning. I was getting them wrong, and then all of a sudden I was doing right, and then I was up and down. And
yeah. But
are you in a pub?
yeah. Well, I'm at a coffee shop just near my house. So it is sort of a. It's a. Let's see. It is. Hello. It's a coffee shop, hotel, pub. Yes.
Okay, well, nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think every time
You're
I
in a
call in, every time I call in, I'm always in a bar. That's yeah.
well. That's because the hours that you guys go on.
Yeah, it's nearly 5 p.m. here.
Okay, it's 3:44 in the morning here, a.m.
Are you in the States or in
Yes.
Canada?
Nope. I'm close. I'm in North Dakota, so that's
Wow.
what's above me.
See, I'm right down near I'm down near Antarctica, and you're up near the yeah you're up in the You're near Canada, aren't you? Jeez.
Yeah, I'm in the northern area. I'm where the criminals. I don't recommend come in the winter because the survival's kind of tough up here.
Hey, where is Deadwood? Is that near there?
That is in the. Oh, it's beautiful, sacred Native American land. It's out in. It's the state I actually grew up in South Dakota. It's the Black Hills. They're beautiful.
Yeah, what that was a what a. I mean, the only reason I know Deadwood is I guess history and then the TV show. Jeez.
A lot of gambling, a lot of history, but a lot of
Yeah,
beauty out there in the Black Hills and wonderful temperatures. It's similar to the climate in Colorado, where
Colorado.
it's they get snow and they get it, but it like can disappear by the time noon comes around. Whereas here we start getting snow in September, October, and it doesn't leave till July.
Jeez, that's too cold for me. Yeah, bloody hell. Hey,
But it's too hot already. I prefer the cold because as long
I
as I'm
see.
inside and safe and not having to drive in it, I prefer the cold. It's a lot easier to put clothes on than to take them off. Otherwise, I get arrested at a certain stage.
Yeah, yeah, I see what you mean. See, I like the hot weather. I don't mind. I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind being hot and sweaty and the humidity. But I think that's just because being an Aussie. I don't mind walking around complaining about the heat. That's sort of a national pastime for us here. But I think
Yes.
my dad's been up to North. My dad's been all over the states a couple of times. He does a road. We used to do a road trip every year, and he showed me the map of like just one of his trips, and it was exhausting just looking at how many miles he traveled. But he
Yeah, you
definitely
get
been.
into certain areas, certain states like Montana, you can drive for a long time without seeing anything.
Oh, he loves it. Yeah, he absolutely loves driving in the states. Yeah.
Was he a truck driver or he just
No,
enjoyed?
they're all him and his buddies all working like he's retired now, but he had a body shop, so repaired cars, and a couple of his friends are mechanics, so they're all from Australia. They'd all fly out and just do a big road trip, go all around the states.
Oh, you'll have to have him tell him that if he ride motorcycle at all because we
No,
got
no.
Sturgis out there.
Oh yeah, no. These they literally would hire like Hyundai's, like little cars.
Okay. Well, there's
um,
the Black Hills would be a beautiful area if he, wanted to drive through the hills and, if you go through not through the summer months like July to,
yeah,
because the first week of August is always Sturgis Bike Week, but you can they have a Corvette club that rides through. They've got all kinds of
sure.
activities. If he does body work and stuff, there'd be plenty
Yeah.
of things to
Oh,
see
he
out
loves
there
it.
at different times.
I'll just say a quick hello. Let's see who's we got. Hey Brandy. Hey
Jody
Jody.
and
Jody and
Brandy.
Brandy. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you guys can see that because I can't find the remote for my TV, so I'm on my little phone and
If you hit the chat button, you'll
button.
see chat, and then hit comments, and then you can see the YouTube comments. So I think I'm shouting.
Oh.
Hey,
You might have to teach. See, you're a teacher. You can help me through this. When I hit the chat, it just says chat with everyone in the studio.
Oh, but then hit comments. There will be like a little menu that says comments.
For those who don't know, I'm joined by Elizabeth Anderson and Matt.
Oh, I see.
I can't remember what name you used to use apart from Matt, but I'm pretty sure it was always Matt.
Ah, look who's here, Brandy J.
There you go. So you found it. Yay.
I did it.
Thanks for telling her how to do that, Matt, because I would have lost my shit.
No problem.
Oh, did I miss anything? Look how nice the names Tammie and Matt go together. Tracy's not in here at the moment, so I can say this shit. Doesn't the name Matt and Tammie just go really nice together?
They really do.
Yes, because if you just do Matt, M-A-T, that's Tam spelt back to front, so
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say something, but it might. I'm just gonna keep my
Matt's
mouth
just
shut.
found the urge to drink a whole bottle of tequila, and he has no idea why.
Where am I? Where's my pants? Where, where,
Your pants are under my bed. Nah, I'm joking.
yeah, my
I thought
my
they just got
onesie.
thrown past my eyes. I just see them landing in the corner now.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
Well, I am very happy to be up here with both of you, but
Thank you,
please
Elizabeth.
know that I am taking your advice, Tammie. I think I need to just go to sleep. Take care
Oh,
of
no
myself
worries,
for a
Brandy.
few.
All right, see
Oh,
you,
that's
Elizabeth.
cool. What? Oh, you gotta go?
Well, soon I'm gonna have to. I'm having a hard time here holding
No,
it.
it's all right, honey. Just do it, like I always say, just do what's best for you. Don't worry about what anyone else says. Just do what's best for you. I always say that to you. I say that to
I
everybody.
really do.
You know, don't ever let anybody stop you. If you want to sleep, sleep. If you want to go for a walk, go for a walk. But don't let anyone stop you or interfere with your own mental health, because they don't
Yeah.
walk in your shoes day in,
How,
day out. They walk in
how
their
do
own, and they see it from the outside, but you live it every day on the inside. So,
Tammie? How do you feel turning 41? Because I know when I turned 40, it was horrible, but I know turning 41 was great because you didn't have to worry anymore. How
I'll
do you
be
feel
honest
about
with you,
41?
I'm a little nervous because of the fact that my 40s actually like really sucked. The only highlight was that I did a live and all that sort of stuff. But apart from that, I'm thinking, oh, it's just like it just makes me feel old.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I remember.
You know, like I'm excited for it because I see it as that. Without, this is going to make me sound like repeating myself, but I've created more of a realistic wish list this time. My last one was just like
Well,
stuff that
yeah.
I wouldn't even expect my own family to
Well,
be able to afford. So I've
what have
made
you
a
got on your?
realistic one this time.
I like your wish list. There's a good theme. Like you got the purple utensils. You got the purple
Oh, you looked
like
at
a
it?
purple jet. Yeah, I
Awesome.
looked at. That's why I asked you. Is it US or Australian dollars?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's Australian dollars
Okay, cool. It's pretty.
because then when
Uh,
Americans look at it, they're going to actually see it that it's cheaper.
I see. Well,
You know,
that's
because
not too
the
bad.
American dollar, like say for example, their money is worth more here
Yes.
than
Yeah.
our money is worth less there. So
Yeah.
fingers
The
crossed, I get a few
Your
things off there
duvet,
because it'll be
Tammie, you
cool.
might want to rethink and make that into a
Well, I've called
comforter
the wish list
because they
spoiled
are
Tammie.
hard to put together, and with your hands, I struggle.
Well, the thing is, though, for the last few months, my hands haven't been hurting apart from when I have the anxiety and then I get the pins and needles and the shakes. So, and when that
Yeah.
comes on, it's like there's nothing really just to
Is
try and
that
focus on something. It's fucked.
is that is that because of your salt levels or something?
Yeah, that's what my older brother seems to think, but
Yeah. It sounds
I
like. I
don't
mean, it just
know.
it might be a salt. I mean, I'm not a doctor. By any. Geez, I hope I'm not definitely not a doctor. And but I think it sounds like salt levels.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
it might be that because when I got back in side after feeling a bit better, even this is going to sound really weird. I had a few chips off my plate because I didn't eat the main meal because I wasn't in the right state to do it. But I had a few chips and stuff, and my older brother ended up putting some extra salt on there, and I had a few of those, and I actually then started feeling okay.
There
Hang
you
on,
go. Yeah.
sorry, someone's just
Yeah.
Salt can do bad things for you, as you know. I can't. With
yes.
my heart failure, I just have to avoid it. I'd never add it to anything. I don't even cook with it.
Yeah, well, I just see it as that like I've got to figure out what the hell's going on because it is really starting to worry me because like you're the only person I spoke to about what I think it might have caused it, but at the same time, it's happened in other situations as well. Like I could be in the middle of washing my hair. Again, your visions, man. So whoever's visioning me naked right now, that's on you. That's not on me. People can shower with clothes on. But anyway, I was washing my hair, and then just out of nowhere, I fucking started hyperventilating. I started shaking, and even though I was under a
Mm.
hot shower, I was freezing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
So
It's a
they're
mystery.
scary. Um I
Yeah.
we know I've had heart attacks, but I had one and I laughed my ass off once I realized I wasn't having a heart attack, but they're scary. Very scary.
They are, because it's like everything sounds muffled,
Mhm.
and when it
You feel like
happens,
you're
like,
going through a tunnel and
yeah, exactly. And it's really fucking bad, because the only other times I ever had these anxiety attacks and stuff like that is when I lived with my ex, who would actually find things out about me that I wish he hadn't. But you know what I mean? He would find out certain things that I'd been doing, like, doing self defense classes, for example, and, all that sort of shit. He would find out, and I would freak out about it because I was thinking, that's bad. But, then I have an anxiety attack about that. But I have not been having them since I roughly moved here,
Yeah.
until, like, just a slight one where I have an internal one where I can actually block it out enough that it doesn't show externally. But now I have to be near something cold all the time for it to not actually, cause me to faint. It's really weird.
Yeah, then you got to go to the specialist. I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know it's expensive. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I
well,
think it's
and they'll
also part
try
of.
to
Even though you're not
prescribe
a doctor,
you.
Matt, would you like to be my doctor? I need an examination.
No, jeez. Um,
Oh, damn. I only
well,
needed, like, the waist up examined
Tammie.
and to the neck, or,
Yeah.
sorry, from the bottom of my rib cage to the base of my neck examined.
Under the scapula to the
Well,
anterior
For
superior
those who don't like me
spine.
talking like that, it's a joke. Matt knows I'm joking. He has a girlfriend, and I wouldn't step on that. Well, her. Sorry. For saying step on that means I'm being disrespectful. Sorry. I wouldn't be that disrespectful to his girlfriend, because I've
No,
said
you.
hello to her a few times and she's a
yeah.
sweetheart. So,
Her
I'm sure
her
she's a
her
nice lady.
her preferred pronouns are that. That. No, that's no. She doesn't. That's
no, she's a very lucky woman to have you.
yeah. Thanks. Hey, I'm gonna jump down shortly because it's nearly 5 o'clock. I gotta get ready for class soon. Hey, but I'll be in the chat.
All right,
Um,
sweetheart. Thank
yeah,
you for popping up here.
and covering yeah. Well, you yeah.
Yes, I
Good.
had to go
Best of luck for
mute
the next
something.
year. All right. Thanks. Nice to speak to you, Elizabeth and Tammie. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. See you,
Later.
sweetheart.
Bye bye.
Bye. Are you still there, Elizabeth? Elizabeth? Okay, I think Elizabeth has gone as well. So if she wants to come back up, she can. But if she doesn't have to. That's fine. Sorry, Elizabeth, but I had to do that because that way if anyone else wants to come up, they can. No, but like I said, I am very, very thankful for Matt coming up here for that little brief talk. I think I made him uncomfortable, guys. If I did, Matt, I am so sorry. I just meant it as a joke. Kind of, sort of, not really. Yes, I did. I meant it as a joke. Anyway, I have another crush on a guy now, kind of a crush, but he's doing American ranking. So, hey Van, how you doing, sweetheart? And hello, Chick Tracy. Hello, hello. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. Hopefully, she didn't hear what I just said about Matt. But it's all good though. She knows I'm joking, and Matt knows that I'm joking, so it's all good. So yeah, 2 years ago today, I didn't create. Chilling with Van helped me, or did it for me, I should say, created my YouTube channel. So I'm glad she's here to help me celebrate this. However short amount of time she could be in here, I appreciate that she's here. So thank you, Van, and love you heaps, sis. Um, but yeah, like I said, it's been a rocky road, so to speak, for 2 years. It's like trying to figure out what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, like excuse me, what can be appropriate, say today. YouTube could get their heads twisted and turned, and tomorrow it might not be appropriate. You know what I mean? So it's very, very hard when you have a YouTube channel. It's very, very hard to keep up with all the bullshit. It's very hard. But I have an amazing lot of people who support me, back me up, encourage me, and I can't even put into, when I say support me, I mean emotional supporting. I can't even put into words. Oopsies. I can't even put into words how much any of that means to me. Knowing Hang on. Oh, yes. Who's in here? Welcome, everyone. Yes, you're quiet for a little while, Elizabeth, so I dropped you down. I'm sorry if you got upset. Hey, Kez, how you doing, sweetheart? It's like the old gang's back together again kind of thing. It's absolutely awesome. When I used to come up here and stuff like that and do my lives in the beginning, Kez and Tracy and Van and all of you used to be in here, and the fact that you're all here helping me celebrate my second year anniversary on YouTube, I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, for those who are just coming in, and I'm sorry who has already heard this 1.5 million times, but shit happens. Just all know that I have created an Amazon wish list. I also have my PayPal there, but I've created an Amazon wish list to lead up until Christmas or my birthday or whatever this year. But then I might, if it's still not fulfilled, so to speak, I might keep it for a couple of months going into next year. Actually, I don't know. But just know that if there is something that you see on Amazon that you think I might like, keep in mind, I love dragonflies, I love Elvis Presley, I love the color purple, and all that kind of shit. Okay. So, well, kitchen stuff, bedroom stuff, whatever. Just know that if you do see something on Amazon and you would like to purchase it for me, without me actually giving you my address, you can message me on Facebook. If anyone can find my messenger information, please post it in chat or wherever, and people then can message me because it'll go to message request, but I'll make sure I check that on the every second or third, fourth, fifth day. Either way, please just know that you can send the link from what you've seen there that you would like to purchase me, and then I will go on to Amazon and I will find it and I will add it to my wish list, and then I will send you my wish list back outlining that I've added it to the wish list. That's if you find something on Amazon that's not on my wish list that you think I might like. And if you see something on my Amazon wish list that you say, hey, that's too expensive, then you know what? I will go. I've seen a few things that are on my wish list that I have seen on eBay that are in fact cheaper. But unfortunately, eBay doesn't have a wish list. So wish list feature. So unfortunately, I can't do that. So if you were to say, message me and say, hey, I really like those purple in bud earphones that you want to get, earplugs or whatever, or not earplugs, earphones or whatever. But I've seen them on Amazon cheaper. Can I, on eBay cheaper? Sorry. Can I send you what I've seen them on eBay for? Can I send you the link as well as the PayPal payment to pay for them? And then that's how I'll do it as well. So that's entirely up to you. Sending hugs to every single one of you. And for those who have mothers here on earth or here, not here, but here in spirit, I hope you did something beautiful to celebrate Mother's Day for your mums. And Van, I hope you're spoiled rotten, honey. And everyone else in here who's a mother. But like I said, if your mother's no longer here, I am so sorry for your losses. I am so sorry that you had to endure that. But just know every single day that you do something good in this world, you're doing something that your mother would be proud of. Okay, so don't ever think that your mums are not proud of you, because they are. And yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. I'm sorry. But like I said, when it comes to mental health, just know that it's okay to not be okay. Like I said, if I do or say anything that upsets you, please feel free to let me know. If anyone else wants, oh shit, what did I do? No, I didn't do anything. If anyone else wants to come up and say hello, I have reposted the StreamYard link. I just hope that you're all feeling good today. I hope that you're all okay and all the rest of that. But just know that If you do want to come up and talk about anything in particular, my channel is open. Oh, beautiful. That's awesome, Nikki. I'm glad to hear that, my darling. Makes me very happy. But like, I just want people to be happy when they're in my chat. I want to try and not, like I said, like every single day that goes by where I know that I have fucked up in the past or I'm bound to fuck up again. But what I'm saying is the fact that I might come across as though that I'm okay, but I'm not. I feel very lost. Hang on a second, guys. I just want people just to know that I care about each and every one of you. I might not talk to each and every one of you every day, but you all do mean shitloads to me. And you've all, you know, buried your ways into my heart, each and every one of you, like that are in here, my original crew. Hang on a second, guys. Like I said, I just want people in here to understand that I do appreciate you being in here, whether it's whether it's just being here, whether it's whatever the reason may be as to why you're here. I appreciate. I'm very I was just about to say that, Nikki. I'm very blessed to have each in my heart. So thank you. Like I said, I can't even it's hard to put it into words and actually keep a steady voice because I'll be honest with all of you, I do feel quite emotional knowing that I've reached the 2-year mark of having a channel, and there are some of you that have stood by me from the very beginning, whether it's been in the background or in the forefront. I appreciate it. I wouldn't have my YouTube channel if it wasn't for Van, because she helped me. Well, I can't stop saying helped me because she created it herself. This little thing that you see in front of you where it says True Crime Discussions with Tammie. Van and every other thing. Like when you see this, I'll show you something else that she created for me, which is absolutely incredible. So just give me a sec while I figure out where it is. Oh, is that it? Nope. Figure out what I was trying to find. I kicked myself out of the fucking studio. Okay, I can't find. Oh, hang on, here it is. Sorry. And thanks to Van, she created this for me. So I'm very lucky that she was able to create that for me. Van created that for me. She created so many amazing things for me while having this channel, and I will be forever thankful to her for all the help she had given me and does give me. Just knowing that she's in here, she gives me that. So I'm very thankful to everything that Van does for me. She is incredible. Sorry, give me a sec. Oh, okay. I've got to remember, people say some people don't like to be thanked. Sorry, give me a sec, guys. Yes. So, like I was saying, I'm very thankful to all the support, the love, everything that every single one of you have shown me. Even though you might not want to show me love, just being in here, you do. And how many numbers am I going to drop down to after I said that? I've got 10 in here. Your love and support, every single one of you, every bit of love and support by being there. I don't know, I'm still on 10. Keep in mind, I'm checking. Oh, God, let's just check this out, shall we? Or should I see it as that, if this, by saying every time. Oh, man, hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second, sorry. Andy decides that this is a great time to text me. Yeah, so that's always fun. My brother chooses the right times to go and start messaging me. Always. But like I said, he's a good brother. What do you call it? Like, I'm very, 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 very glad that there are people out there who actually like, oh my God. Oh no, it's still 10. I thought it went up, I thought it said 21 then for a second. I'm like, whoa, that's fucking so white. But yeah, so I'm just trying my hardest just to, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore these days, guys. There you go. Just say that. I dropped down from 11. Oh no, it's gone back up 10. I was going to say 11, then 10, then 9, then 8, then now it's gone back up to 10. So that's pretty cool. I forgot to ask Matt, Elizabeth and Matt, if you're still in chat, what was your highlight throughout the? Well, I think Elizabeth said about the Scott Russell Hill being on here, but what has been your highlight that I've done on my channel? So yeah, if you can share there be, or that goes for anyone. If anyone's got a highlight, please come up and share it. I would really, really appreciate it because I verbally would like to hear what people's highlights are, or it'd be good to hear. Okay, you loved when Scott Russell came up. Yep. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry, I just love the way people call each other buddy. I think it's cute. Um, I will be covering Snowtown soon. Don't worry, Snowtown is definitely one of the cases I do want to touch on. But like I said, without sounding disrespectful, though, you guys have got to remember that I actually would have to enlarge the font, print it out, and that all costs money that I don't have. But it will all work itself out if I get enough. Like, I would like to have put, to get enough funds in my PayPal to get a Chromebook or whatever they're bloody called, but I can't because they're too expensive. So, all good. All good. Oh, shit. But like I said, if you do want to help out, everything's in my description. Bad. Oh, look at that. I've dropped down to 7. How lovely. You say you're so thankful for all the love and support that you guys give me, and I drew. It's all right, though. I'm hoping that on my birthday I have a few other guests up here, well, including Matt and Elizabeth if they want to come up. But right now I am actually. Oh, shit. Sponsor, hey. Let's see that Tammie doesn't kick herself out of her own panel. And let's see how much I can make, shall we? Hang on. Yes, Elizabeth, I'll call you in a little while, honey. I've got to call, do a few things after I finish this live and stuff. So I'll call you after I've done all that and I'm in bed for the night. But yeah. Fuck. Try and get some sleep, Elizabeth, right? I'll call you tomorrow, my time. All right, here's a question for all of you. And it would be nicer if someone was up here to actually bounce these ideas off. So this is just going off the top of my head. I don't work from a script, guys. Okay. When do you think is an appropriate time to say to somebody that you've had enough and you need a break? When do you think should be the right time to tell somebody that? I personally don't think there's actually a time frame on it. I think that if you've had enough of someone's bullshit, I reckon you should be able to voice that. But what do you guys think? Fucking hell. Yeah, so like I said, when do you think is an appropriate time to say to somebody, hey, I need support too. I need help. I hate asking for help. I hate it more than any of you can actually realize that. Okay, is that I hate asking for help. I hate asking for people to put money in my PayPal, look at my Amazon wish list, any of that sort of shit. I fucking hate it. Regardless of how you guys think. You might think I love mentioning it all the time and all that sort of shit. Therefore, it means I must love doing it. I don't. I just want to be able to. Because a lot of people don't read the descriptions on chats. It's been a proven fact. If the title grabs your attention, you'll tune in. If the person running the channel is a friend of yours, or you like them, or you think they're funny, or you think they're great, you'll tune in. Hang on. What's ASAP, Van? Oh, yes, sorry, with what I just asked. Yeah, exactly, because I see it as, like I said, I have fucked up royally with a lot of people in my life. And there's only ever pretty much been one constant that I've always wanted to try and make peace with. And now, over the last few months, I realised that it's actually two. Peace within myself and... But hang on, what have I done? Just did it again. I'm becoming a professional on how to kick yourself off your own studio. But like I said, like when is it okay to, also look at somebody directly in the eyes and say, I have had enough. I need time to figure out who I am. I need to figure out what I want, because I love seeing people happy at the best of times. But 9 out of 10 relationships are not happy. They either are with someone who's controlling, vindictive, abusive, or really, 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 really mean, which combines all of those things. Now, I'm at the point in my life where I see it as that there are times when I need to choose my own mental health over someone else's. Now, I've always put the safety and the well-being of others in front of what I need. Now, I chose to stay up late for people. I chose to, put myself behind the eight ball instead, well, in front of the eight ball instead of behind it, and cop whatever comes my way. Now, over recent months, I've chosen to take a step back behind the eight ball and be in control of where it goes and all the rest of that sort of shit. Now, I'm trying my hardest to give you guys the content you have asked for, that you want, and all that sort of shit. But it is costly. To go to an internet cafe is fine or whatever, but to print off stuff, to do stuff on Snowtown, to do stuff on Ivan Milat, to do part 2 on the Beaumont children, to do stuff on John Bonet, to do all these cases that you guys are suggesting to me. I appreciate each and every one of you for suggesting it, but you've got to remember, if you pay attention into my lives and stuff, I'm able to read chat a bit easier now, but I'm still not able to read it completely without enlarging the screen a bit. So that's why I'm saying, if you want me to do all these cases and stuff because you think I'll do good at it, first of all, thank you for having that kind of faith in me. I really, really, really appreciate your faith, and I appreciate that more than I could put into words. But it does, for me to be able to read it, I need to be able to print it off. And to print it, I need to be able to copy, paste it to a Word document, enlarge the font, and then because I don't have a computer or a printer, so I have to go to a library. And to be able to do that sort of thing, I need to be able to pay the library, like 20 cents just for an A4 sheet of paper. I have to pay anywhere from 20 to 30 cents, depending on how much ink it uses. So when I was younger, it used to cost 10 cents. It's now 30 cents, especially if I happen to print it off in colour, which between us lot here, I won't be doing because I just need to be able to read from it. You know what I mean? And that's for people who think I'm weird. But yeah. I agree with that 100%, Van. I'm going to highlight that because I agree. But like I said, it's just... Oh, you've helped me through a lot of my problems, Van, and I appreciate that, sweetheart. So thank you. And by the way, it doesn't cost a single cent to say that to somebody. If somebody does something for you, like, say, for example, you're at home, you're sitting at the dining table, or you're sitting in the lounge room, and you're a smoker, and you go outside and you light up a cigarette or whatever. This thing, if your partner or one of your kids, providing they don't scold themselves, one of your kids or anyone brings out the coffee cup you just put down inside, and then they bring it out to you while you're having a cigarette, while you're having some fresh air, while you're doing something or doing some gardening or something like that, instead of just going, how about saying thank you? Like, it doesn't cost anything. It's not going to cost you a diamond bracelet, diamond ring, none of that shit. It's just the fact that by saying thank you, you're showing the person who went out of their way to sort of help you just in a small little way to them, but it's a big gesture to them, and you might just think it's something small as like, back to what I was saying, you might just think it's a drop in the ocean, but just remember, it doesn't matter what happens on the surface. It's what happens underneath once that rock, falls and hits the water. It matters what happens underneath the surface. So that's why I always say it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to say that you're having a hard time. It's okay to say all of that. And those people who care will listen. And like I said, you can't keep on thinking that you have the philosophy or have the thought in your head thinking, oh, the world fucking owes me. The world doesn't owe you shit. Okay? Just remember that. Every time you put out something negative into the world, you're giving something back to the universe that is completely opposite of what it was intended to do. Like if say for example, like I'm not holding my phone right now, I'm not looking at the screen or anything like that. So forgive me if I'm being rude by not acknowledging what you're typing. It's just the light of the phone turning my eyes a bit. The thing is though, is the fact that for me, I'll probably walk away from tonight's live with absolutely nothing, like I usually do. You know what I mean? And even though it's going to piss me off, I'll have to accept it because there's things like that I can't change. I can't change that nobody's going to donate. I can't change the fact that no one's going to purchase anything on my Amazon wish list. I don't even know if I get notified if someone does. So I don't know how the Amazon wish list works. I don't know. You know what I mean? Do I just get told when it's on its way? Or do I get told when it's here? Or do I just open my door one day and find a fucking Amazon box sitting on my doorstep? I don't know. So it is a bit daunting to know that between now and maybe my birthday, I could have some of the things I ordered or will put on my wish list. I might not, but I won't know. And I don't know if I get told who purchases what because I don't know how Amazon wish lists work. I don't know. And that's what's frustrating about it more than anything, though, is because, again, the same with the Amazon wish list. I am going to, it's the same that I do with my PayPal. If anyone purchases anything, whether their name is mentioned or not, I will not be mentioning people's names of the people who purchase something off my Amazon wish list. It might be there publicly. I don't know. I don't think my PayPal is open to the public. I think I chose to save that to private. But the thing is, though, whether you donate to PayPal, whether you donate to buy something off my Amazon wish list and all that sort of shit, either way, it comes down to the fact that I choose to keep you confidential. If you want to come into my chat and go, oh, hey, Tammie, I ordered you that dragonfly bag off Amazon and you make it public, then by all means. Like, I'm not saying you will, Van, so don't get weird about this. If Van was to come in and say, hey, Tammie, I purchased you those cooking utensils on your Amazon wish list, and she made it public. Mind you, I'm pretty sure she'll PM me about it if she did, or anything on my wish list. And she came in here and she publicly said that she did that. Then by all means, I will publicly thank her by her name and by what she said she purchased. But the thing is, though, if she was to private message me or anything like that and tell me, then it would stay private. I'll just be like, thank you. Like, obviously, I'll thank her in a private chat profusely, like I do every other time and stuff like that when someone does something nice for me. But what I'll be doing is I would be just like, the cooking utensils have been purchased. I would actually like to sincerely thank the person who purchased them. That's how I would do it on my live. I wouldn't go publicly out Van for buying them or anything like that. I would keep it private. But that's just the way I operate, guys. There are other people out there who get PayPal's donations or whatever you want to call them, and they publicly out the person who's donated. I refuse to do that. Unless, say, for example, if Van was to put money in my PayPal and she goes, Tammie, check your PayPal, I gave you $50. That's the only way people will know the amount and who. because I'm sorry, but I don't want people to know my business of how much I make in my PayPal per live. And if you do want to know, at this point in time on tonight's live, I've made nothing. Zilch. And I know that makes me sound like I'm, and I seriously don't mean to. But like I said, I'm being honest with all of you. I've not had a single person donate to me tonight. So I'm a little bit hurt by that, but because it's happened so often throughout my lives, I just don't care anymore. It would have been nice to be able to not have to cook tonight. It would have been great. But I put something in the microwave, and let's just say I overheated it, and it's like really gross. So I'm not touching it. But long story short of things, guys, it's like I said, I'm very thankful to every one of you. So thank you to everyone who does come in. I hope that my lives cheer you up. I hope it gives you something to think about. And yeah, excuse me just for a sec. Sorry, guys, give me a sec. I just don't want people ever to feel as though that it's really annoying me because I'm getting all these notifications that I don't usually get. That I've actually put a timer to stop that from happening. Fucking hell, like no notifications for the young and the restless. Look it up once and look what happens. I don't mind notifications that I actually want for, in all honesty, guys, is for PayPal. I'm being a bitch. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I'll be doing another live in a few days. I would be discussing a few other things I want to discuss on my channel. But like I said before, it's very hard to be able to do what you want me to do when I get limited data per month and all that kind of shit. I don't get as much data as I used to. So I've got to make sure that all is cool. And it's just difficult because, like I said, I only get limited amount of data per month. I get limited hours per month. And it's just very, very, very frustrating. So I don't know what's going on. Like, I paid my phone bill last fortnight and it's telling me that I haven't paid it, but I've got the receipt to prove that I paid it. So if they want to continue charging me, they can get fucked. My brother's just being a prick as usual. Telling me he's ordered his dinner. Like, why tease? Why do that? Why even fucking... I just get annoyed when he does that. But I'm pretty sure he knows that it annoys me and that's why he does it. But yeah, shit happens. Night, Tracy. Sweet dreams, honey. Thank you so much for coming in. And Matt's going too. Everyone's leaving me. Okay, Matt. Take care of yourself, honey. And thank you so much for being up here for those few moments. Thank you, darling. And yes, it's only 7:05, guys. Just over 2 hours. But I might call it a night too, I think. But like I said, guys, just remember though, just because you drop a rock in the ocean, that doesn't mean it's not forever changed. Just remember what goes on under the surface isn't half as bad as what goes on. What goes on the surface is always hiding something underneath. And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to say that you need a break. It's okay for all of that. But thank you to everybody who did join me on this live, and thank you for the support for the last 2 years. Again, I have an Amazon wish list, so if you wish to purchase something on there for me as a gift, that would be awesome. But if you want to donate something to me through PayPal, please also feel free to do that as well. You have you have three choices: ignore all of it, Amazon, or PayPal. So you have a choice of three options. So I'm being very generous. I'm offering a lot of options now. But like I said, so please feel free to do that. And if you do, PayPal or Amazon. But if you donate nothing, you also still just get a thank you for just being here. So like I said, I'm going to call it a night, and I'll most probably be back in a couple of weeks around my birthday and see how we go. But until next time, guys, please be good to each other. Please be good to your channel host, and just remember that nothing is out of reach if you put your mind to it. All right, guys. So until next time, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye.